kind of curious on what it is. All right, welcome back to episode 5, everybody. Ginger and the Giant. So Nick and I were actually just talking. Would you like to explain what the sugar diet is? Because I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay, so like I don't know exactly how it's supposed to be done, so I don't. If I butcher this, I apologize. But I think what you do, you go like 2 or 3 days just eating sugar.
So
No,
just like
no
three.
protein,
Okay.
no fats, just sugar from like fruits and like I think you can have some candy in it or some like a little bit of candy, obviously.
Right.
So you can't obviously get all the sugar you're gonna need just from fruits alone.
No.
And I think you do that for like 2 or 3 days straight.
Okay.
And I forget exactly, but like you just like I see people working. If you lose weight, your waist gets tighter. Like you get leaner, and then I think like for like a day or two, you kind of go back to like a normal kind of diet, and
Yeah.
then you go back to doing the sugar diet for a good 2 to 3 days. I don't really understand. I would have to have the guy that I get some of my peptides from Chase.
Mhm.
He's doing it, and he said he loves it. It's working. He feels great, and I'm like, so he could probably explain it better, but
Yeah.
I just don't think I could ever in my life do it.
I just think it's from the standpoint because it's like with any diet, as long as you're in a deficit, you're going to lose weight. Whether it's carnivore, vegan, sugar diet, like whatever it is.
Yeah, but I
Like,
still feel like you could eat in a deficit, but if it's like inflammatory foods, it's not going to work.
well, yeah, to a point. Like if you're eating stuff that your body, like if you have allergies to certain foods, like and you're staying inflamed 24/7, I don't think that's a good idea either.
It's like saying if I eat ice cream twice a day, like I could lose weight, but I'm going to be inflamed like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
probably feel like dog shit.
Yeah, well, I think is he like with the sugar diet? Is it just like fruits and candy, pretty much, and like
But to a
pastries and
degree,
stuff?
yeah.
Hmm.
Like
But
Sour
no,
Patch Kids
no
and all that.
protein.
No, I don't believe for like two days straight. Like I said, if I butcher this to the world, I'm sorry. I don't know it to a T. I don't do fat diets. But
Yeah,
um, yeah, no protein, no fat. Like just strictly sugar.
interesting.
I'm like you guys don't stay up all night. Like you guys aren't like on a
Well,
sugar
it's
high.
probably you probably get a big spike and then a big crash.
That's probably
So it's
true.
just like this the whole time.
But everyone who's been doing it loves it. They feel great.
Well, I'd rather have protein in my sugar diet and not just eat just sugar.
Yeah,
You know?
can I get like 4 ounces or something at
Yeah,
least? Like the fuck.
interesting. I honestly haven't heard of that. I think it just goes down to if you're gonna like there shouldn't be like a diet. It should be what you eat throughout the year. It's just if you want to lose weight, eat less. If you
This
want to gain weight, eat more.
here's my theory. If you're not in a contest prep and you want to get healthy and get lean, be in a deficit with foods that digest well and you enjoy and call it a day.
Yes, that's what I tell people. I'm like, if you want fucking chocolate, like put chocolate in your diet, just fit it in.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't really
if
matter.
it digests well for you, it doesn't do anything,
Yep.
and it still allows you to be in a deficit. By all means, brother, have some of that Hershey's.
Yeah. No, I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
Yeah, it shouldn't be like people. That's the problem I think with one shitty coaches and that are just in the space, but two, it's also just like misinformation. People think that they have to eat bland, just chicken and rice and broth. That's all they have to eat. And I'm like, no, like that's
That's me,
what that's
bro.
you.
That's me, bro.
Well, no, you eat, you have like variety of food. You just don't put anything on your food.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah, but you still have variety. Like you're not eating just chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, you don't use beef at all?
Well, with my last meal, but it's like
That's funny.
5 meals of chicken.
You don't mind it though. Like you don't care to do that.
Well, no, but so here's my theory. Maybe it's just me because it's me. But if you're hungry and your body's in a good place, bland food is gonna taste good. I'm sorry,
Yeah, if you're hungry, for sure,
it's just
absolutely.
gonna taste good. I've come to the conclusion like and this is just me. just putting salt on my food, I'm content. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, but what I do is I sprinkle it on top so I get the full flavor and full effect instead of mixing it in. So like
Right.
when I have like my chicken, rice, avocado, I'll mix all that shit up, and then I'll
Mm.
just
Yeah. I do the same thing. I don't mix my salt up
no,
anymore.
because I want to taste the salt, and I'm like content. Like I'm like this is fine. This is good.
Have you used Celtic salt, or have you tried Celtic salt?
No, I mainly just use the iodine salt.
Celtic salt's good.
Is it?
Yeah, they have they have like the fine ground stuff like regular table salt or like
Yeah.
iodized salt, but then they have the ones where it's like the little crystals of salt.
Oh.
It's pretty good. Like when you get like a chunk of it on steak, I like it. I think it
Is
tastes
that
pretty
what
good.
they use at restaurants? Because there's some like I'll see like a chunk of salt. You
I
know what I
think
mean? Like
some places do because I mean salt is salt, but if you just don't fine ground it as much, it's like you're gonna have those little chunks. I don't know if it's Celtic salt or if it's regular, but
yeah.
they do that at restaurants to where it's like bigger pieces of it.
I wonder if that's what I got. Like you ever get like a baked potato with salt? Like that's some crystallized
For
chunks.
sure. Yeah, they just have there's just like bigger crystals of it.
Huh.
Yeah, I
It
like it.
does taste good.
That's pretty tasty. How are you feeling being 17 weeks out now? Wait, you'll be this coming weekend. You'll be 16.
Yeah, I mean it's 17 right now, yeah, but
Yeah,
we could say 16 since it won't come out till Saturday.
Saturday. You'll be 16 weeks out
So
then.
I'll be 16. It's good. I'm gonna try and get blood work done tomorrow,
Mhm.
um, or early next week. I go on the website and there's like obviously no appointments available, but I don't care. I'll go and
You'll go
they take.
wait.
Well, dude, sometimes if they take walk-ins, I've never made appointments. Every time I made a walk-in, I'm there no longer than 30, 40 minutes.
Hmm. Interesting. That's
You gotta
interesting.
understand, like if they can squeeze you in real fast in between an appointment, they will. If someone
Yeah,
cancels and it's your turn, they take you.
for
And
sure.
if you show up early, like as soon as they open, odds of you getting out early are pretty high.
But yeah, it doesn't take long to draw blood. It takes like 2 minutes.
If that, dude, you know what I mean? So it's kind of as long as they're not fucking around
Hmm.
at their job. I mean, it should
Right.
be easy peasy lemon squeezy. You
For
know, if
sure.
they open at 6:30, if I get there at 6:30, I should be out of there. Like let's just say there is some delays, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
See, I don't
know,
want. I don't like waiting that long. Like, I like to
I'm
have my
chilling.
appointments and then I go in.
Well, for me, if I get done at 8, that doesn't bother me because then I can just come home, still do
Yeah.
my morning routine, get
Yeah.
on a cardio at my house for a good 20 minutes or so, and it's like my day didn't really get fucked up.
No, that's fair. Yeah, because
And I'm up by like 5:45, 6 anyway, so I don't really care.
yeah, you got yeah, you do get up earlier. So
I know been getting my mom up early. She's been going to the gym with me in the mornings.
she's been liking it, the cardio room.
I think she does.
Good.
She's
Well, that's good.
she
I mean,
she does the
it,
2 days. She does like 40 or 45 in the morning, and then she'll do like a half hour later in the day.
well, it's nice because then you have someone to go with too. It's not just you going alone.
I think she likes the theater room. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was a shit movie on today. You said, but
shit, dude, shit. I
what
walked
movie was it?
Barbie, bro. You couldn't tell?
I never watched it.
Oh, horrible! Don't watch it. Don't waste
Yeah.
your time. You're
No, I heard it was terrible.
It was the absolute worst thing of my life.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 50 minutes of fucking. I gotta think of my
Choose
words here.
wisely with your words.
A shit movie. We'll just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I didn't. Anybody that I talked to that went and saw the movie, I guess anybody could put in the comments if you saw it. They said it wasn't good at all.
No, there's some people that be like, oh, I liked it, but like even a lot of girls would be like, yeah, wasn't a
Yeah,
fan, you know.
that's
But
funny.
no, I was disappointed, so I just put my headphones on. Meanwhile, I look over at my mom and she's pedaling away like this. I'm like,
Just with their head up.
she likes the movie, so I'm like, all right, we're good. At least she's
Yeah,
happy.
sick. This is perfect.
I want her to start. Not I mean, maybe when she loses a little more weight, I guess. But I want her to start doing some weight training.
For sure. Well, the thing is
She
like
just hates working out around
yeah, but
people.
if you tell her as she gets older, like it's you need muscle when you are older. Like you need to have
Yeah,
muscle.
Dude,
you know.
she's funny though. We pull up to the gym. She's like, I'm amazed at how many people get up early and go to the gym.
Well, getting in before work, you know, they work
I'm
like a
like,
nine to
Mom,
five.
this is the world. Like,
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah, everybody does this.
Everyone gets it in before work, or they go after work around 5. It's one or
Yep.
the other. Because we got
I
to the gym at probably it was like around I guess like 6:20 ish maybe.
mhm.
And yeah, it was just jam packed. It's always jam packed early, or like around the 5 p.m. mark, as you always know that. But she's
Yeah,
just like, I'm more amazed at how many people work out. I'm like,
a lot of people do.
what are you
That's
talking
so funny.
about?
I have a client that gets up at 3 every morning. And he trains at like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Oh, that must be a 24-hour gym.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a warehouse gym, but he has like a little key tag, so you just scan in.
Yeah, that's good. I
Yeah,
mean, I used
I
to get
can't.
up. I used to get up around 5 and be you can go train at like 6:30 every day at one point.
Mhm. I've trained that early. It's honestly, it's nice because you do it and then you have the rest of your day.
Well, that's what I would tell her. I'm like, a lot of people actually, whether they're working or not, prefer to train really early in the morning because now their day's done.
Yep.
You
Yeah, you
know,
get off work and then it's like you have to go to the gym when it's busy, and then you don't get out of there until late, and then you go home and you feel like your day's kind of like
and you feel like
wasted.
shit.
Yep.
And she's
Yep.
like, yeah, I don't know.
You need to get her to. I mean, I think she'll train eventually. It's just as you get older, you want to have muscle because if you don't, the muscle that you do have, I don't know if you've seen like X-rays of it, but it showed a 70-year-old that doesn't weight train versus a 70-year-old that does,
Yeah,
and the muscle difference of like one how their muscle looked and how much muscle they actually had, but two, the person that didn't train, they had fat that was accumulating inside their muscle, which you don't want that as you age. Like it's not good if that's happening.
no, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, like when you get fat actually in your muscle tissue, that's
How
not
do you
good.
get it out?
You really can't at that point. It's just
So
like,
you're just fat now.
well, I have to. I need to actually like look at the studies of it because I don't want to spit out bullshit.
Could
But
you imagine though? It's like you got fat in your muscle. Like you're fat now. Like that's it. Working
yeah,
out is no good for you.
your muscle's gonna atrophy though too because you don't like. There's fat in the middle of it. It's not just actual, just muscle tissue.
Yeah, but I also just feel like working out obviously will avoid it, but I feel like as you get older, like older, it's just it becomes inevitable.
For
Like
sure.
like it's just probably gonna happen at some point.
Like
Whether
muscle atrophy.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
look at
yeah,
all the
no,
you know what I mean. Look at all
I
the
agree.
old superstars and you know what I mean. Like they're atrophied as fuck.
No, for sure.
You
Yeah,
know
you're
what I
not
mean?
going to be 300 pounds and you're 60 years old. There's no way.
Could you imagine them? That'd be cool.
No, bro, that's not good for you.
I mean, if it was healthy, I'm saying if it
If
was like,
if you could, I mean, that'd be sick. You'd be
and
a
there was no like long term effects from it. Could you imagine them being like 80 years old, like 250, jacked as shit?
that'd be kind of wild.
I'd be like, where they
Like a
where,
bull,
like hello.
maybe a jack grandpa. I think
Literally.
when you eventually do retire, I think you'll kind of be like Phil. Like you're still going to be very big.
Yeah, I'm naturally a big person, so I'll
Yeah.
be like probably in the mix of like what Jay is and Phil is. Like I'm not gonna lose a large amount of size.
No, it's really hard to actually like
It's
purposefully
harder to
atrophy.
lose muscle than it is to put muscle on.
Totally, it is. It's really hard. That's why when you have people that try to downsize into categories, it's like now you have to lose muscle. It's like that doesn't feel good.
Like good luck.
Yeah, that's. Did you see? I don't know his actual name, but on Instagram it's Horse MD. He's going back to
Yeah, he's
CrossFit.
gonna go to classic.
I don't know how it's gonna go.
I don't know. Maybe just get better for the open. He's not small. Maybe just come in
No,
conditioned and peeled. It's
he's
not that
big. He's gonna
hard,
have to lose a shitload of weight.
huh?
He's gonna have to lose a shitload of weight because of his weight cap.
Well, look at his legs, bro.
I know. He's a big guy. He's not
Both his
small.
legs are probably bigger than what he weighs for classic.
Yeah.
Like I would never downsize. I'm like, I guess I gotta find a new outlet here because I'm not this. I'm
Oh,
not
you're
doing this
classic.
shit.
Imagine you trying to do classic.
No, I'm just saying if I had to downsize,
Oh, yeah,
Period.
no,
I'll be like,
no.
I'll go. I guess I'm done here.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
you're
not.
like, I'm good.
That's one thing. That's just like where. That's just one thing where I'm like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah, no. Um, I'm curious to what we'll start with the. Actually, we'll start with green. What do you have any like gym green flags that you look for when you're at a gym?
Like good stuff.
Yeah, we have green flags versus red flags. We'll
Pe-
go. We can do either one first.
People training hard.
Yeah, that's a
People
good one.
training hard. Like you know what really gets me that I thoroughly enjoy. Like, because you know how like the I don't know how to be nice about it, so just excuse me. Like fat people are like really scared to like go to the gym and train.
Yeah, they're like,
I think it's like awesome when you see like a very hefty person just busting their ass and not giving a shit who's
for
watching
sure.
or anything. I'm like that motivates me. I'm like hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
But yeah, because
like
they're trying to
I
vary
gotta
on.
kick it up a notch.
No, for sure. Like, I mean, they're in the gym and they're obviously uncomfortable being there, but they're still actually there versus just not doing anything.
And yeah, for me that just I enjoy watching that. I even enjoy watching like the young kids trying to train hard and heavy.
Yeah,
I think that's cool. They're starting young. I think
for
that's
sure.
cool.
And they're
Uh,
not just on their phone the whole time.
yeah, that's a red flag.
Big time, bro.
It's
That
a red
happens so
flag.
much at the gym now too. At Raw, like
Yeah,
I walk in, there's everyone's just on their phone. I'm like, what are you guys fucking doing?
that's why I don't. I'm mean about it. I'm like, how many more sets you got?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that
I
was
go
so
two
funny
more.
with the
Okay,
guy in
well,
the
get
food
off the
tank.
phone and do them. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing here?
yeah. No, I think I do like seeing individuals that are uncomfortable in the gym actually training, but just people training hard in general. I think it's good to see.
I agree. Yeah, and I excuse me. I think I mean there definitely is some, but I don't like when people are like, which I get why they are, but I don't like when people are intimidated by people
Yeah,
like me or you. You
yeah.
know, it's like we're nice
Well, you're a
people.
little bit more understanding.
We're nice people. You know,
We're
like
nice people, but when an average person sees you in public and
they,
you
they
don't
see me
mean you
like
don't mean to,
deadlifting and probably like, what the
well,
fuck is that?
well, yeah. Then when you're like, especially when you're all angry after your set, you don't have like a happy face on. Someone you like look at somebody and they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to talk to that person ever."
Yeah, like, he looks like a fucking dick.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
But it's like, no, I'm training.
Yeah, no, I know. But that's the thing. Like general public doesn't know that.
No, I know, but that's why like I always think about it because I'm like I generally think I'm a nice guy, and if people look at me and I look like a dick, I'm like, damn, do I have like a mean face all day?
When you're training, you sometimes do. Like before, like when we would just see each other at the gym, I was like, I don't know what. I'm like, Nick's mad about something.
Nine times out of ten, I'm not. I'm just it's just go time. You know,
No, for sure. Which I
just go
think the
time.
people they start to see your personality though, like online when you do videos and stuff too. It's like that makes it a little bit better if people see you in public.
It's what I like to call flipping the switch.
Yeah,
That's it. We're in the
yeah,
gym. You flip it, and then
hmm
you go off. I put it halfway. I don't really ever shut it off. It goes halfway.
yeah. It's not. It's not like outside of the gym.
Yeah, I keep it in the middle.
Nah, I'd say
Every,
you fully go off sometimes.
nah, maybe at your house I would, but like normally it's I keep it halfway. I'm
Did you see
still
how both your peak weeks were? You were giggling and joking even on show day.
we're at a true tie, bro.
No, that's why. That's why you were laughing.
Kept me happy.
That's so funny, bro. That's hilarious.
No, I was. I don't. I really don't know why. Because like when I really look back at the prep, like I'm like, it was kind of a hard fucking prep.
It was, but again, I think it's because you stayed like you were very present, and you just like you being around the people that you had, and just like hanging out. We play games and stuff. It's like de-stress. Like there's no reason for you to have
No.
this like just like be like turned on all the time. Like with your switch, it's like you just chill.
Yeah, and I guess being around you and Maria, you guys are pretty much happy all the time, so it's hard to not. be happy.
Yeah, if you're around unhappy people, like you're gonna be fucking
Yeah.
annoyed all the time.
So yeah, I guess you're right in that perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll
That
put it
was
on the
good.
Reddit side though. That's fine.
It definitely helped though, for sure.
No, yeah, I think
That
obviously,
definitely it definitely enhanced my mood a little bit, without a doubt.
well, yeah, because you're not like as like you're not like you're hungry, but you're not just like thinking about food 24/7. If versus if you didn't have it.
No, I really wasn't, which I don't normally, but like because it like kind of suppressed my appetite a little bit. Like I just didn't. I was fine, which is I like that. I never had that in a prep, so it was like it was different. It was cool.
I'll tell you, you don't want to be irritable at the end of like no one wants to be like that, but it's like you're low energy, you're low body fat,
It's
you're
gonna
very
happen,
hungry.
If you can
Yeah,
avoid many episodes, then why not, right?
yeah, I don't really think you had any bad
No,
episodes.
I never. This will be like, and I'll keep it as honest and transparent. I never have like outbursts, like crazy, crazy, like. Rah! But like I
Mhm.
would have moments in previous preps where it would get. I'd be snappy as hell.
Yeah,
I didn't really have that this prep. I was pretty chill. I mean, I had moments of like brief irritability, I guess, where I would just kind of get a little. But then it was like I was good. I never. I was very chill, I would say.
when we spent 30 minutes trying to do the pit shark squat.
Yeah, that wasn't even that bad, to be honest. I'm just like I'm gonna go do something else. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you're like this is fucking stupid.
Well, it's like, and this is, and I'm sure you're like this. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna do
Well,
it.
no,
You know, like I don't. You could show me the best way to do it. I don't like it. I'm not doing it.
exactly. Yeah, no, you want to
Like it is what it is.
do things
If
exactly
I
right.
don't feel it within trying it the first two times, I'm done trying it. Like I'm not gonna go back to it. And then the whole setup of it, in my opinion, why would I waste my time setting a machine up for 15, 20 minutes when I can go leg press and put some plates on a machine and get an amazing contraction and pump? That's
And
just,
then you're done in 15, 20 minutes.
yeah, and yeah, literally,
Yeah.
you know, because we literally sat at that machine for 40 minutes trying to figure it out
Yeah, it was a 3 hour workout.
for three exercises.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not okay with that.
Well, it
We
won't
could,
happen again.
that
That's
would have
okay.
been done in like an hour.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, but yeah, because here's the thing, like, and that's another thing with training. I've learned like you don't need a shit ton of movements. Just find the movements that work best for you.
For sure.
So because that's the mindset I have now, I'm not going to attempt a new exercise anymore. Like, I'm going to do what I know I can track and work with the best, and that's it. And if there's a day where like that certain exercise, maybe it's just I'm not connecting that well with it on that day, then I might try a new one and see how that goes. But like
Mhm.
where I'm at in the career, it's like I'm not here to try new shit. Like I
Right.
know this works best for me. This is what I'm doing, and so forth, so forth. I'm not, especially a fucking machine that I've tried a million times and it don't work. No,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work this time.
No, I agree with that.
So
Gym red flag since we did green.
texting,
Texting, for sure.
but to go even more in depth with this, nothing irks my soul. Here, I have my other phone, so I'll even act it out. Nothing irks my soul more than when I say, "How many more sets you got?" Ooh, I got two. I got two. And then they go like this.
Oh, dude, when that happened on we were on, there's this guy on a pec deck. He
And I'm
was,
like, it's like, bro, do your fucking set, bro.
he said he had three. He was like, I got 3 sets left. And you're like, okay, let's get it going. Come on.
Yeah,
That was fucking, dude, I was so funny. And then he was like, well, I'm resting. And you're like, yeah, you rest to do your set.
yeah. Like, what do you need, a 5 minute rest for a pec deck? What are we doing here?
That was
This
hilarious.
ain't this ain't a bench press. Like,
I
like,
know.
dude, you're flying.
That was so funny. And then we got on the other one. And then he got up and got on his phone and talked and he walked away.
Yeah. He like stood. Remember, he stood in the gym and just was like,
Yeah, he's just on his phone talking. I'm like, bro, do your business meeting outside. Like, he was training in fucking like cargo pants, bro.
in
It looks
boots.
like he just came from his meeting. That was so funny.
That's probably like one of my biggest pet peeves. Is it's not even so much the texting because I've been guilty, but it's when someone's trying to use your machine and they
For
ask
sure.
how many, like just do your fucking set, bro.
Yeah.
Like your
Or just be
phone
like, hey, oh, get up and do it. Yeah, you work in. Go ahead. Do
or
your set.
work in, yeah.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're sending can literally wait 2 minutes.
Yeah,
It
or if you're
ain't.
gonna get off the machine, if you're gonna text and like go on the side of it. Like if I have to text somebody, I'm off the machine. I'm not sitting on it
Yeah,
doing it.
just get off, bro. Like it's not that important.
No. I
You're not gonna die. You're
no.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I
know,
don't like when people like abuse equipment.
like slam it.
Yeah, they're just like it's like they're not like yeah, it's gym equipment, it's gonna get used, but when they're like aggressively
Yeah, I don't like it
taking
either.
it or like slamming it, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
The only exception I would, and I don't even think it's necessary then. But the only exception I'd say that's okay with is if like you're doing some heavy ass deadlifts or some shit.
Deadlifts is fine because it's a free weight, right?
But
But like
even dumbbells, I don't like it.
no, and especially depending on the dumbbell, if they're like those metal ones with the plates, they
Yeah.
start to loosen up because you're throwing them, you're chucking 100 pounds or more.
The
It's like
thing
it's
is,
gonna
like,
loosen.
if you have them here, right, and you just drop them, that's okay. Like, I get it. That's cool. That's heavy shit. Odds of
Yeah,
you trying to be that careful is probably more risk than anything. But
for
it's the
sure.
ones that like bring it down and they go, whoosh, and it's
Yeah, or
like,
they
why?
do it from the top. They're like, I'm like,
It's
what
like,
are
why
you
are you
doing?
throwing the dumbbell?
No,
Like, just
I
drop
don't
them,
like that.
dude.
Yeah, or like there's
Yeah,
like even at Raw, what happened at Iron Rev too? The dude that's like stomping the fucking hack squat out. I'm like, you're
yeah,
gonna
dude, you're gonna
break
break it.
it. Like, what are you doing?
And the weight you had on it isn't even worth all this stomping. Not to be rude, but like,
No,
calm
bro.
down, bro.
Yeah, that's why shit breaks. That's why at Raw there's always out of order signs because people do stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve. I'm trying to think, what's another good one?
Uh,
Oh,
oh, you got a good one.
I mean, I do, but this will definitely get me some haters. The
All right.
little 130 noobs taking their shirt off and flexing for 20 minutes in the mirror for no good reason whatsoever.
I will say like if you're trying to get like for like a transformation video, but these guys aren't doing a transformation video.
No, they'll have their little tripod. They'll do like a set of incline dumbbell press. They'll get up, take their shirt off. What are you
I,
doing, bro?
I understand like if they're like it'd be different like again if you put your tripod up whatever you're doing you take your shirt off and you do a couple but it's like they're not training hard,
No,
they're just in the gym to film content and they're just fucking around. I don't it's like just work
that's
out.
another thing. Actually, that's a pet peeve too. Not it does irk me when I see people set up a tripod, which is fine. Set up, film your set. Do your shit. But the set was so weak,
Yeah, it was like a warm-up set. What are you doing?
and they
Film
do they do like they do like 10 to 12. Meanwhile, they probably had like 30 in them, and
yeah.
they're like they're like, oh, that was I heard. What are you talking about?
There's so many people that actually don't know how to train hard. Like when I have my clients send me videos, I'm like, is this your working set? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, that was a warm-up set. Like,
That was
what
warm
do
up.
you
The
but
only
again, like a lot of people don't really know what actual like hard training is.
They don't, but the problem with that is that there's there's obviously the R&R type of training that goes around.
Yeah, for sure.
So and I think that type of style serves great benefit, but
Totally.
you have to know what failure is to be able to do R&R training. So then you got these new kids that are doing R&R training and think they leave like 2 or 3 reps in the tank. Meanwhile, it was like 8 reps, and it's
Yeah,
like you wonder why you're not progressing, bro. You
for sure.
know?
No, reps in reserve, it's like it can be beneficial. Like I've done it before, or even especially like say in a cruise phase where my recovery is not going to be as good.
Yeah.
That's when I might use it. When I know, like, okay, if I go over the top in this set, I'm gonna be fucking sore for 3 days. Like, I
Yeah.
shouldn't probably do
I
that.
agree. Yeah.
But like you said, they do it to where they probably have a full a full set in them on top of what they just did. You're like, this isn't the point of this.
It's like, what the hell was that, bro?
Yeah,
Like you didn't even train. You didn't even struggle yet.
yeah. I think a lot of people overcomplicate training now.
I Here's the thing. I just, with me right now with training, I've honestly, I'm not keeping track of anything. I'm
Yeah,
not, and I know how to train, and I adopted a lot of the methods that I like. That Jared taught me from RP. I like, but and in my mind and how my body feels, right? Like I know when I'm progressing. I know when I'm probably a little fatigued. I know when I should probably not be as so intense, or not even so intense. Maybe like not maybe take a set out, little less volume.
yeah,
And there's so much of this science and all this bullshit going around, which I think to a degree some of it does serve a merit, but just go fucking train, man.
for sure. I mean, if you
Just
think,
make sure you connect with the muscle, whatever it is you're doing.
yeah.
Don't overdo it, but just fucking train. I
God,
don't
I saw a
understand the
post the
problem.
other day, like
Just
Jay
train.
doing pec flies, and it was comparing it to someone today doing like single arm, and they were like really slow. I'm like, just there's a reason why certain things work, you know. Like
And
you
I
can
thought
throw around weight and still progress, but it's also like don't hurt yourself, don't be an idiot. It's like there's a fine line
there is, and like you see how I train, it's very slow and controlled.
for sure, but
But
it works.
you'll never catch me doing this one arm shit. You'll never catch me turning to the side and doing this thing right here. Like I tried that once, just for the sake of trying it, so I can say oh well, you never tried it. How do you know? I, Bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Yeah,
Train. If you get a big pump, training fast like this, cool, train that way. If you get a big pump, slow and controlled, and squeezing it, cool, train that way. You know what your failure is. You're gonna know because you can't do another one.
yeah.
There's gonna be, just connect with the muscle and call it a day. It's very simple.
I mean, if you think it like the people that do this side one, where they go to the side and press here, you're not really getting the benefits of hypertrophy because you're not able to actually stretch your pec. You're
No.
coming back down. You know what I mean? Like versus a
Oh, oh,
regular press.
oh, 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 oh. They think they're getting the inner pec.
Yeah, I'm like not to,
You
no,
can't hit the inner pec, bro.
no. The
You
most
can't. It's,
hypertrophy
you know
occurs
why
when
you don't. You know why you don't have an inner pack? Because you don't have a chest to have an inner pack.
exactly you just need to build your chest.
That's it.
I just yeah, it's too there's too much over complication going on with training. I like the scientific stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think it's good to a
No, I
point
think I think everything's good to combine.
for sure.
But then you have like this whole, don't train too hard, it fatigues you. Don't do this if it. Let me tell you something. If you mow the lawn outside for long enough, you'll get fucking fatigued. Like anything's gonna fatigue you if you do it for. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? And if fatigue to a degree is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. It just means, okay, that was a little much. I'll pull back a little next week.
Back off a little bit.
That's it. Like, what are we talking about,
Yeah.
bro?
No, I agree. It's just train. Literally just train. Just train. If you see progress, you're good to go.
And this is where like the whole comparison of bodybuilding back in the day versus now comes into play. It's like I is the conditioning to a degree now better? I will say yes, right?
I saw a post about this morning
I will
actually.
say yes, but that's only because they put more emphasis on glutes and hamstrings being fucking peeled.
Now than
If
they did back then.
Now, if they did that back in the day,
Mhm.
you don't think those guys would be peeled with their booties?
Right. Well, I
Because
think they're
guess
all.
what? Once one person started to do that, which I believe was Gaspari,
Yep.
then that became a trend. Little by little, everyone started to do it. And
He did.
now it's literally part of the criteria.
Yep. No, he was
But
the
if we're
one.
talking overall detail,
Yeah.
majority, I won't say all, but majority of the ones back in the day, in my opinion, had more detail than what majority of us do now.
For sure.
And that's just my opinion.
Yeah. I think from a detail perspective, I agree with that. But I do think that Rich was the one that made that transition with the glutes and hamstrings, because then you saw like Dorian and Ronnie, and it's like all these guys are like, oh, okay, like it changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
Dorian had it a little bit for sure.
yeah,
Uh,
Ronnie was the one where it was like, okay, like you have to have.
Ronnie, yeah, he his ass cheeks look like a diamond. Like it
Yeah.
was, Jay ended up doing it. Like
Yep.
everyone ended up doing it because it became the criteria.
Well, then especially when Phil came along too, and it's like he had like dug out hamstrings. It's like that's what they look for.
Yeah,
You know?
criteria changed over the years. It's not that they were better or worse. It's just criteria changed.
For sure. And that's how it is with any category. And it's going to continue to progress and change throughout the years as they go on.
100%. Every category it changes over the years. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's normal. You can't have the same standard for the entire time.
I mean, I think you should.
Well, you should to a point. I agree
because
with
it's like if that didn't fit the criteria, then that shouldn't be the
that.
new
Right. Well, no, okay.
criteria.
Let me rephrase that. You should have the same standard the whole time, but there is going to be like anomalies of people that come in, which I think that changes what they end up
No,
looking.
I was just gonna say that because it's like if you have, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 competitors that have the criteria, and then you have one that just took the criteria and times it by two. How can
Yes.
you not pick that person to win? You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's what I mean. The
It's
standard should
like,
stay the
whoa.
same. Yeah.
So no,
Standard should be
in that perspective, I 100% agree because now it's like, how can you not pick because that's where the eyes are drawn now.
for sure.
You know what I mean? You got all these top people, right? And then you have this one monopoly looking motherfucker, and you're like, that's gonna win. Like
Yeah.
there's no other option here. Because
Definitely.
it's like because it's think about it, right? Like what certain people are gonna look like, when they show up on stage. So then
Yeah.
you get the mindset like, if I come in this way, I'm gonna win and be better.
Mm-hmm.
And if you show up better, even though you surpass whatever the certain criteria is, it really becomes hard not to pick that as the winner.
Totally. No,
So
I agree with that
I
for
do
sure.
agree.
Do you have any prep meals or weird combinations that you've done in the past?
I mean, everybody thinks my combinations are weird.
Which ones?
All of them.
Well, I mean, you mix chicken with maple cream of rice.
Do it. Do it.
It's okay.
Do it.
It's
You,
good.
you know how many DMs I've gotten that said this is actually pretty fucking good?
I mean, I was like, I've done like peanut butter and chicken. That's good. I like it.
Dude, okay. Put it in this perspective. Just think of it this way. Imagine you got rice,
Yep.
you got your chicken,
Yep.
you got your peanut butter,
Yep.
you got your banana,
Okay.
little ground cinnamon, little pink salt,
Okay.
and let's just say, God forbid, you wanted to add some sugar-free little syrup in that bitch. Spice it up. I bet that would taste fire.
I feel like I've done that before. With
Me
like,
too, and it's really fucking good. So now just imagine having just a cream of rice, sugar and maple flavor
yeah,
mixed in with chicken, banana, ground cinnamon, salt, and a banana in there, and stir it up.
it doesn't sound bad. I mean,
I'm,
I've done some pretty weird shit.
it was good. I was skeptical of the blueberry muffin one. I'm not gonna lie,
It
but
works though.
dude, it's not. Here's the thing: is you gotta think chicken's bland, right? There's no flavor to it. So
Yeah,
almost as long as it's not like dry and disgusting, and there's a little moisture to it, it can go good with anything.
for sure.
Put a
Luke
little
would
peanut butter on it.
Luke would do ground beef. I don't. We were at like a photo shoot one time, and afterwards we got our meal. There's ground beef, had blueberries, and I brought mustard to put on my meal. And he he put his blueberries in with his ground beef, and he looked at the mustard bottle, and he put like a little squirt on and tried it, and then he like put mustard over it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, bro, it's good. I'm like, I don't know about that, bro.
I've done
It's
it.
blueberries, mustard, and beef.
I've actually done that.
You like it?
Here's the thing, bro. Like I am the type of bodybuilder. I don't care to separate I just put it all in a fucking bowl. I'm gonna stir it up and eat it and call it a day.
I'd rather have my blueberries separate. I don't want it with
No,
the beef.
I would just, I didn't care. I'll be honest,
That's pretty funny.
because it's all going down one hole and coming out the other. I didn't care.
It is true. I mean, it is. It's like
I didn't care. I mean, I've only done that a couple times. I'm not saying that's a regular basis type of thing,
right. Yeah.
but it wasn't that bad. I'll be honest. It wasn't like the worst thing I've ever eaten, but
No, I don't think I've done like weird combinations. It's just when I'm hungry, I try to take longer to make my food so then I can also take longer to eat. Like with my oats, I would put them on the oven or not on the oven, on the stove instead of doing it in the microwave. So I'm like cooking it and it's taking longer. I'm like, okay, I can sit down and like enjoy it because it's a little bit hotter and I don't like eat it all right away. That's what I would do.
see, I still can't. I'll burn my mouth. I'll be like, here,
Dude, I burned. Did I tell you when I burned my foot from cream or ice? I'm pretty sure I
yeah,
have. Yeah,
yeah.
it was terrible, bro. It was
That
fucking
was
awful.
that's funny shit. Do
I
you have
have a
like
scar on the top of my foot.
yeah? You actually didn't you have like third degree burn or second degree burn or some shit?
Yes, it landed. This is why you don't do it in the microwave either with a bunch of water. So I took it out and it was still watery. And when I sat it down, the water went back and it came over, fell onto my foot. I had a sock on my foot. So it was boiling hot water with a little bit of cooked cream of rice. So it stuck to the sock. And so when I pulled it off, my skin was already gone.
Well, how much fucking water do you put in it?
I do 4 grams of water per gram of cream of rice, so like 4 to 5.
Oh, you actually weigh that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that. I just whatever amount I fill it up with water. I'm like that looks like it's good enough, and
Well, I
whatever
usually
extra.
eyeball it now because like I know the amount that I need, but like that's like around the amounts that I do for it. But it was only like I'll put it in, I take it out, I mix it, put it back in, take it out, mix it, and it's usually
Yeah.
good. But yeah, that was not a fun time at all.
Well, yeah, cream of rice. It's pretty hot, bro.
Yeah, like I have a scar to show how hot it is. It was not good.
Did it really like burn the skin off?
Did I show you pictures?
Uh, you'll have to show me.
I'll text it to you because I don't know if I don't think people want to see that. It
I would say
literally
you should just add that into the video.
like on top of it. I can just like show it on the screen.
Well, you can do that or put it in the video. Yeah, that'd be dope. Here's my foot.
No, it literally it was because my buddy just did it the other day to his thumb, and it
Really?
like there's like a hole in his fucking thumb because of how hot it was.
Uh,
You know, it wasn't. It was not a good time
I
to say the least.
don't. I don't. But I would probably lose my shit.
When I was in prep, I had to wrap my foot. It was like it took I think 10 weeks to fully heal.
I was trained. It was that bad. Did you
This
did you burn your foot off?
this is the reason why it was so bad is because I would wake up in the morning, I would clean it after sleeping because I would let it air out at night so it could heal
Yeah.
quicker. I would clean it, but then I would wrap it when I did my cardio because I didn't want sweat to get into it. So I would wrap it, do my cardio, I would unwrap it to shower, clean it again, and then I would leave it open until I had to go get ready to train. So then I would have to wrap it when I train. I'd go train, come home. So I was cleaning it 3 times a day, but
Yeah.
when it was getting to the point to where like the new layer of skin was coming on, it was still so fragile that the wrap was pulling it
Pulling it
off. So
off,
I'm
and
like,
yeah.
I'm like, this isn't going to heal. It eventually did, but it got pretty bad.
I was training legs.
It honestly wasn't bad because I had the wrap on and like my sock was on it. It's just,
Did it hurt or feel like there was pressure?
yeah, for like the first week. Like
Yeah.
this is when it was fully like starting to try and heal.
Is that bro? Did it like take the whole? Did it go in the inside of your foot?
That's the top of my foot.
I know. Did it like burn a hole in your foot?
Pretty much, dude. Like, this is
Did
the
you need a stitch?
no. This was the night it happened. That's what it looked like.
Okay.
And then the next day, it looked like this. And then this was like a week after.
It got
Yeah.
worse.
That's why I didn't think it was that bad. And then I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, no, it's bad. And then a couple days later, I was like, oh, wow, this is
You're
really bad.
you're lucky that shit didn't get infected, bro.
I know. I had a client at the time that was local, and his girlfriend worked as a nurse, and she had this like antimicrobial stuff that she gave me to put on it.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was bad.
that's. mm,
I don't.
Yeah. I probably would have lost my shit on that one for sure.
Well, dude, it was just so pain. Any type of burn is so painful.
Well, yeah.
It's like some of the worst pain I've dealt with. It was
Did
not.
I ever tell you the story when I was younger and I burnt the shit out of my hand really bad on the stove?
No, do you have a scar?
Not on my hand. No, like I
Oh.
actually put my hand on the stove.
Did you know it was hot?
Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was very young, but what I do remember is I was like a rebel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like when I was really bad. And I think my mom was cooking. I don't remember what she was cooking, but she got done cooking. And I think I was like fucking around with her and like going like this, faking putting my hand on the stove. And she's
Yeah.
like, "Don't put your hand on the stove. Don't put your..." And I just went.
And then you learned. You learned though. It's
And
the
I was like,
thing. Do you see? I think that's what's so funny about
she's like,
kids.
"I told you not to put your hand on the stove."
But that's how you learn. Then you get the people that are like, I can't believe you let your kid do that. It's like, how else? They're going to try and do it eventually somewhere else, and it
Now,
could
but
be
not, I
worse.
never did it again.
Exactly.
Now I'm like,
Get the fuck out
that
of your
shit's hot.
head.
I'm not touching it.
Like with like an iron, when you're just like, boop.
Oh, do the iron. I never did it, but like you can just see the steam come off the iron. Like I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend that did that. His mom was like, don't do it. And he looks at her and he goes, it
It's
just seared his hand.
like we think we're cool and then we actually hurt ourselves.
Hey, you're just a pussy because it fucking hurts. I'm not
it's
doing this
like
shit
if
again.
I was just trying to help you. Like
Yeah, that's so funny. I think every person has a story. They were just an idiot when they were kids.
I have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I have a good bit.
Yeah,
Like I
that's funny.
remember, I forget what I was doing, dude, but I was like 3 or 4 years old and I was like just running around
Yeah.
and threw myself in a tree, like at the tree, and I broke my leg.
See, I never did like really dumb stuff like that.
Oh, dude, I was. If you turned your back on me for 1 second, I was doing some dumb shit.
That's so funny,
And I'm
man.
like, I get a cast on. My mom has pictures, and I was like hopping around with the cat.
You didn't
Yeah.
care.
Nah, I was just wobbling around. Yeah, I didn't care at all.
Dude, if you have a kid, that kid's gonna be a little. That's gonna be a very.
I'm just hoping, whoever I marry, it's like they're like her and just complete opposite of me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Because it's like it's like karma, right? Like my mom, when my mom
Mhm,
had Louis, he was like the nice one.
mhm.
He's more like my dad, and then she had me, where I'm like her times five. So
All right, so Louis is older than you.
yeah. Louis like 30. He's gonna be, what am I, 30? He'll be 38.
Really? He's almost 40?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but he looks like he's like around your age, like 30. Like
Nah, he'll be 38. Yeah, because we're like,
7 years apart.
yeah. So he'll be 38 in November, and I'll be 31 in a couple months.
How
Less
was
than a
it
couple
growing
months.
up with him when like you guys were kids?
It was fun because we had like that like 7 year gap.
Yeah.
There was obviously like that point where we didn't really like bond with each other because he was just a lot older, and
Right.
I was still on the younger side.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think once I hit like 2021 and I was able to like go out and do stuff, like we got a lot closer. Like we were close when we were young, and then there was like that just age gap.
Yeah.
And then once we both hit like an age where like obviously he's mature, I've matured, I can do things that his age people can do.
Hmm.
Then we just kind of like bonded again.
Totally. Yeah, because I feel like with that kind of gap, it's like when he's in high school, like you're in elementary school, so it's like there's such a big difference in things. Of like,
Yeah, and I become because of the kid I was like that annoying little brother, you know.
yeah, like, hey,
I'll
what are
be
you
honest.
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You
Yeah,
go in his room, you like
I would
slam
always
the
just want
door.
to be around him and his friends because I always growing up, I always had older friends.
Right.
I had like my select few of friends that were my age, but I always just hung out with the older people.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So then it
that's
was just so I always just wanted to hang out with his friends, and he'd be like, "Go away."
he's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but then once I hit like 21 and I was able to go out and drink, then he didn't really care at that point. He was just like, "Yeah, come out and hang out. We'll have fun. And it is what it is." You
Totally.
know. But when I
No,
was, when he was, 18, 19, and I'm like 12,
yeah.
it's like, go away, dude.
He's like, dude, you need to go. You do your homework. Like, what do you
Yeah,
need to go do?
don't you got shit to do? Aren't you and mom hanging out or something?
That's funny. I always wanted a brother growing up. I would always ask my mom, I'm like, can you get me a brother? She's like, it doesn't work like that.
Can't just get you one.
It's so funny.
I gotta reproduce.
Yeah, you're like, dude, what the fuck do you think this is? I go down to the store and like buy you a brother. Like,
Yeah, it's not. I didn't buy you.
no. I think it's funny with when you're a kid, you don't understand until you get the talk of how things work.
I never, dude. I honestly never got the talk.
You didn't really?
No, because I just think I learned very fast how things
Yeah.
just kind of roll.
Okay.
And my brother at the time when he was a lot younger, he was a little young stallion, so I
Yeah.
kind of understood things a little quicker at a younger age.
Okay.
And my family was just they would just make a lot of like we're a jokesy family, as you can tell.
Right.
So through the jokes, I learned that the jokes are actually what goes on.
Like,
you
oh, these
know?
are actually like real.
Yeah, like these are real jokes. I get it now.
Yeah.
But no, I never like none of my family ever like sat me down and talked to me about the birds and the bees. I mean,
No,
I was 16, 15 years old already, kind of doing my thing,
yeah.
So they were just like, "What the fuck?"
Like, okay, I guess.
Yeah. So the talk never really came about. It was just like, well, I guess we're at that point in life for you, huh?
Yep.
Like, yeah. And I think the thing you got to understand, I think in the day and age, especially even your time frame when you were younger versus when I was like kids, I think are just very more experienced at a younger age
Yeah.
versus what
Well,
they
I think
were
with
in like
social
the
media,
70s and 80s. Like kids didn't think about that. Like
no.
in our time frame, that became like a thing is to like do sexual shit at a young age. You know,
Yeah, I think even now it's like it's way too young. Like you have
dude, you got
like
like 13-year-olds like making out and shit.
oh, I'm like when I was 13, I didn't. I'm like I don't know what that was. I was like,
When I was 13, like that was I guess that was like maybe the start of everything. Like I was like doing little pecks on the lips. It was like
yes, and you're
like
like, yeah, exactly.
then you smile, you're like, oh, oh,
Yeah, you're all like giggly and like
I got a
nervous and
kiss,
stuff.
oh, you know.
Yeah,
Dude, I remember like my first makeout session. I was so scared, bro.
yeah, you're like shitting your pants. You're like, oh, what's
Like
gonna
like
happen?
with the tongue, like not just a smell, like a tongue. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't know. I can't do this. I can't do this. And then it was
Hmm.
like, I'm also the type of person where like, if you ask me to do something, I get nervous. I can't do it. I
Right.
have to be the person to just let it flow and it'll happen.
Yeah.
And like when I was younger, they like the girls that I was dating, like they were like, let's me go. And I'm like, no, I can't do it.
That's
I would get so nervous. I'm like, what if I'm horrible at this? Like I don't know. I can't do this.
so funny, bro.
And then eventually they stopped asking, but then like we would just start kissing and then it would lead to it. And I'm like, ah, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, sick.
I can do
Sick.
this.
That's so funny, dude. I think like now kids are doing shit way too young.
I
They,
agree.
they it's like not even in middle school yet. Like they're just out of elementary school. I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
You see them holding hands, got the arm around each other. What the hell is
Yeah,
this?
like go play video games with your friends. That's what I
Yeah,
was doing.
dude. Don't you? There's a new fucking Halo game coming out or something? Go pick it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty wild.
I
Um,
agree.
Is there? I know we kind of talk travel plans. You're gonna. Is there anywhere you want to travel to that's outside of the U.S.?
um,
Besides Canada? You've been to Canada. You know, like HG's in Canada,
are we
obviously.
just
Is there
like,
any
are we
reason?
ignoring just how long flights are and just places I would like to go?
Well, yeah. Like, is there like a place that you like have always wanted to go travel to?
I always chew. I always wanted to go to Italy
Okay.
and Bora Bora.
Bora Bora is a very extensive travel. Like, it's
I know
hard to
that's
get.
why I said if we're not thinking about travel here, then I would
Italy's not
like,
bad too.
huh?
Italy's not that hard to get to. You just would fly into like Germany or Turkey, and then you
Yeah.
go to Italy.
It's what, like total, what, like a 10-hour flight to Italy or more?
Yeah, like you would if you from Jersey to Germany, it's probably like a 6 hour flight, and then
Really?
from well, yeah, like from Chicago to Germany, it's 8.5 hours, but it's a 2 hour
Yeah.
flight from there to Jersey, so you account for those 2 hours. So I'd say like 6.5.
That's not horrible.
No, then from Germany to Italy, it's like another hour and a half.
Because this, I'm trying to think what, here from to Vegas is like 4.5, no? Longer?
That's like five or
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it basically be pretty much like a little bit longer than that.
That's not, it's not trash. That's okay.
No, Bora Bora would be like it's like a day's worth of travel.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why I will never end up there.
You could. You just
Um,
take first class. It'd be comfy.
but see, I'm simple, man. I'll go to Hawaii and be happy.
That's still another long travel from Jersey.
Hawaii? No, it's not that bad.
Well,
Depends where you go, but yeah,
you'd probably fly Jersey to Dallas, Hawaii. You have to fly. You fly into a big airport.
it wouldn't be an all day travel like going to Bora Bora.
No, it'd be like half your day still.
And depending where you're at, could be a very dramatic time difference.
For sure, because from the West Coast, it's a 3 hour difference.
Yeah,
So it's a 6 hour difference from
yeah. But even like going to Puerto Rico or Jamaica.
Jamaica would
Um,
be cool. I always wanted to go to Tokyo, to Japan.
oh, I didn't. Yeah, I would go to
And
Tokyo.
I
Yeah,
told
I
my
wouldn't
like
mind that.
we should all do a Japan trip,
I feel like that would be fun.
dude. There's like even just like because I like non like American foods. Like I like trying like different things. So like
I
Asian food,
always wanted to just try every fast food in another country.
dude. Yeah, Japan's the place to do it.
Yeah, and I hear like everything is healthy over there. Well, healthier.
Well, everything that it's healthy, it's clean too. Because my uncle, he's a international pilot, so his route was to go to Japan every time, and he said there's zero trash in the streets. There's no trash cans.
No, and
It's
all. Bro, and think about it. I mean, do you really ever see a fat person in Japan besides like the sumo wrestlers and shit?
no.
That
Well,
might be a little
then
chubby, and that's probably just because they overeat all the healthy shit. But like, there's no one fat.
because they walk everywhere. They walk everywhere. They take public transportation. It's like there's no like it's the same way it is with Europe. Like you'll see that too if you end up going. Everybody there is just walking. Like they don't really
No one
drive.
drives.
No, unless you're going like to like big city to big city and it's like a couple hours. But like if you're
Yeah,
walking around the town, like you go park your car or like the Airbnb you're at, you just go walk.
I don't mind walking.
No, especially when it's in places like Europe and like you have cool scenery to look at.
Like even now, like even when I walk on the treadmill, dude, I don't even go that hard. I just nice little walk, and I feel like that can be such beneficial as well as going hard as fuck sometimes. You know,
For sure. I mean, it's like you're getting steps in, like you're keeping your knee high, but you're just moving.
I'll call it movement.
Yeah, well, we won't say steps.
Get movement in,
Exactly. No, I
moving
think
the body.
Japan will be cool. You have to come to Europe with us one time, though.
Maybe
It's not that bad.
we'll see.
It's an easy flight.
Yeah,
You
after
just,
the Olympia.
well, yeah, no, not when you're in prep.
You guys go to Australia soon, right? Or no?
September, right before we come to. So we literally
That's
go to
right. That's right
Australia,
before the
get back,
Olympics.
and then we come to Vegas.
Are you guys pretty much all set to move, or what?
Yeah, so we have people that are buying the table because we're not bringing the dining room table with us.
Yeah.
Cold tubs being sold. We're selling the recumbent bike. We're selling this pull-out sofa because we're getting a new one. But
Yeah.
we literally have like she's pretty much packed in her closet. I'm gonna pack my closet because we drive up tomorrow with Sophie to
Yeah,
Chicago,
yeah.
and then yeah, once we get back, like we don't really have much. It's nice because we've been slowly packing away, so we don't have much left to actually do.
Are you? Did you get a truck?
I have to call them today because it's not the website's not working.
But you
Yeah,
got
no,
one.
huh?
But you did get one or not yet?
No, we have to get one still. We're gonna get like a 16 foot.
Is that what I?
Basically,
Is that what my mom had?
they got a 15. It's like an extra foot.
And you guys are
But
driving it back down?
no, we're getting it in Florida and then driving it up.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You guys are gonna drive it back down to Chicago, yeah?
Yeah, you said back down. I thought you meant driving from Chicago back to Florida. I'm like,
No,
no,
no, no. Because you're
no.
driving to Chicago, flying back to Florida, and then driving
Yes,
back back
yes.
to Chicago.
Yep. Hmm.
What are you doing with your cars?
I think because the Jeep will obviously be in Chicago. I don't know if we're gonna do the trailer. I might just because I found a storage place here where
Yeah,
it's like $30 a month. So I might just keep my car here for now, and then in like a month, I'll just fly down here, grab it, or I'll ship it up.
ship it, bro. Don't fucking drive it up here again.
I don't really care.
Just ship it, bro.
Well, we're trying to find out who to ship it to because she has a friend that owns a trucking company, so we're trying to get like estimates to them. But
You're definitely gonna pay probably over 1,000 regardless.
when I shipped it from Nevada to Florida, it was like 1,900, I think.
Yeah, like when I did, where was that? Florida? Yeah, it was Florida. When I did my 2 cars to Vegas, I mean it was a little over 2 grand.
Oh, for like both combined,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
No.
No, that's pretty good. It
But I
should.
also I also knew the person that knew the person, so I got a little bit of a discount. But
That's
I
nice.
mean, regardless, for one, you're probably gonna pay a little over 1,000 regardless. But damn, 1,900 just for that one. That is kind of a lot.
It was from Nevada all the way it's like coast to coast, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, no, I'll probably end up doing that, and then we'll have our cars up there.
It's not bad. You guys
No.
excited?
Yeah, I'm excited to just be settled and moved in.
For sure. I'm sure you guys are just fed up with driving and moving so much, no?
Yeah, I don't want to do that drive.
And
I
that
don't
was the
want to
same
road
thing
trip.
my mom asked me this morning. She's like, "So, are you comfortable? You got everything you need now?"
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
like, "Yeah, I'm just, waiting, gonna waiting for my house to sell, and then I'll start gradually, slowly looking for places." So,
yeah, that's good.
yeah,
I think now that everything's like finally up there, it's probably a lot less stress.
yeah, I mean, I don't need anything. You know what I mean? I got everything I need, so it's just
True.
doing what I have to do at this point.
Yeah. Thank you for all the
So,
mega fit. Freezer's full.
yeah, I was gonna say, what are you guys gonna do with all that?
Oh, we put quite a bit in our freezer, and like I mean, I've eaten a lot of it.
It's good, right?
It's pretty solid. I like it.
Yeah,
It's been nice not having to cook food, and now I'm gonna get spoiled, and then I have to cook my food again.
that's
It's
good.
okay. It works. But I think it was good. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
No, I feel like another successful podcast.
Very good one. We appreciate everybody watching as always. If there's anything you guys want to see again, let us know in the comments. You guys are pretty good about that. But the next podcast we do, it's going to be in the new place in Chicago.
Oh, you guys will be set in by the next time we do it.
Yeah, because we move on we'll
Oh,
be
so
in
you guys are
Chicago.
coming like right back and then getting the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, so we drive back down on or we fly down the 20th and then we leave the 24th. We leave next Tuesday.
that's
Yeah,
exciting.
so we'll be up in Chicago for the new episode.
I'm excited. I'm
I am
excited.
too. We're gonna have a
Fuck
cool.
yeah.
This will be fun.
Good shit, bro.
Thanks, man. Well, yeah, we appreciate everyone joining, and next time we see you, we'll be in Chicago.
Chicago.
Peace. Cool.